Hey guys, so we're here in Syracuse, New York, and we're going to practice a little bit on unprotected left turns. Now, the difference between a protected left turn and an unprotected left turn, well, when the light turns green, right? Say it's a solid green, that would be an unprotected left turn because there's no arrow. So for example, if it was a green arrow, that's a protected turn, right? The other lights are going to turn red. They're going to allow you to be able to make that turn safely. With an unprotected left turn, it's just important to be more cautious and more aware of what exactly is going on when you're making that left turn. Now, two things I want you to be really aware of. One is oncoming traffic, right? So any traffic coming down in the opposite direction, making sure that it's safe, that you have enough space, that's a good enough gap. And two, I also want you checking for that left sidewalk, right? Making sure there's no pedestrians or anybody in the way entering or exiting that sidewalk as you're, again, making that left turn. And so what we're doing, we're driving down the way and we're looking for our unprotected left turns. A lot of these turns, if you notice, they have two columns. So one side on the left is actually that protected left because it's actually a left arrow. So we're going to continue down the way and we should be able to find one. Now notice, he is also making a left. That one would be considered unprotected. Why? Because he never had the arrow. So in that case, it would be considered the unprotected left turn, right? And of course, it was a safe enough gap. It wasn't any close call, so he did that very well. So it's really about judgment and being able to, determine if it's too far or if it's too close. Alrighty. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn back around and be able to get us on the other side of the road where I saw a couple left turns coming up. Now, it's also important, right, when you're stopping, giving enough space between you and the person in front of you. So ideally, my rule of thumb is make sure you can see the tires of the person in front of you, right? So if I'm unable to see their tires, I know that I stopped a little too close. Say, for example, you were to be rear-ended, your car would have no distance to really further stop between you and the person in front of you. Or let's say, it becomes suddenly congested. I have to have a way to kind of get out of here and maneuver around the obstacles, right? Awesome. And so again, notice red arrow says stop, right? There's no, even though this is green, you still have that red arrow telling you can't make that left. Perfect. All right, so here's a left turn coming up. I do not have an arrow, so it is considered an unprotected left turn. Now, as I enter into the lane, my left indicator is on. I'm slowing down as I approach, and essentially I'm waiting for the traffic to be clear. Notice I can stop a little bit over the line, but I'm not going to start turning my wheel until I know that it's 100% clear and safe for me to do so. I just received the red light and I'm not in the middle, so I will stop here. Ideally, if I was in the middle of the road, I would have made my turn. Notice too, I got a left arrow, so therefore that was a protected left turn. Right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn around right here and we're going to be able to get some other stuff going on. Perfect. Awesome. And then of course we have our right here. There is no turn on red sign, so therefore you can inch up. When it's safe to do so, you can make that right turn. All right. Perfect. And as we're coming down the grade, we are slowing up for the traffic that's stopped. Also to notice slow and steady braking, nothing too abrasive or aggressive, right? And able to stop right before the tires. I have to be able to see the back tires to know that I'm a safe distance between them. Awesome. And we have the green light, so we're good to go. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my left indicator and tell everybody around me, hey, I want to make it to the left lane. And so as I merge, slightly turning the wheel, nothing too crazy, and being able to get to where I'm trying to be. Now, left turn coming up here again, I'm gonna merge over into that lane, right? I'm slowing down as I approach, and again, no arrow, so this is unprotected. I'm gonna wait for a safe gap on oncoming traffic, and I'm gonna make sure there's no pedestrians there. And of course, initiate your turn and go forward. Perfect. And that's your unprotected left turn there, right? Notice, I did not start to turn my wheel until I realized and knew that it was clear, right? So that's a very, very important point to point out. No turning that wheel until it is safe to do so. Alrighty guys, follow us at Driving-Tests.org for more tips. I'll see you guys soon.